Good Tuesday afternoon, everyone. Welcome to your 12 p.m. stretch break. TJ here. For today's class, you will just need a mat and a chair if you have access to one. A counter could work if you have that, or your desk possibly. All right, so the first stretch that we are going to do, we're going to utilize our chair. So we're going to rest our elbows onto the chair, just like so, and we're just going to sit back into it with our hip, and just feeling that stretch within our shoulder blades and our back. And so again, the elbows are just resting on the chair. Nice job. All right, so I'm going to have you pull yourself away from the chair for a moment, and I want you to go into that child's pose, just where your hands are in front of you, and you're sitting back onto your heels. So again, that fetal position, but you're face down. And just feeling the stretch now through the low back. Nice job. Placing your right hand on top of your left, still in that same child's pose. And now I want you to put your left on top of your right. So left hand on top of your right hand. Still sitting back onto those heels. Nice job. All right, so for the next one, so still in child's pose position, but what you're going to do is you're going to take one of your hands and you're just going to thread it through, kind of, so when I'm lying down, that's what it's going to look like. And so I have threaded my left arm under that gap or that space, right underneath my right arm, which is extended. And now we're going to switch. So I'm going to put my left hand out in front. I'm going to thread my right arm right underneath my left. And again, still sitting back onto those heels. So again, that child's pose position. And again, for the sake of visual, it should look like this when you're doing that stretch. All right, so I want you to come out of that. So now let's still kneeling. I want both legs at 90 degrees. So your right leg is in front, the left knee is down on the ground. And I want you to push your hip forward, feeling that stretch through the left side of your hip. Unless you're on your other side, then it would be your right. Now this next stretch may need a little bit in the sense of like a chair to hang on to, just so you don't fall over. All right, so for that next stretch, so hanging onto a chair, but still in that 90 degrees with the legs. I want you to try to grab the left, or the left hand will grab the left foot. And again, just holding this position, but again, you can hang on to your chair. If you feel like that's maybe a little too challenging, you could always just stand and just grab that left hand with that left foot and just stretching out the quad, just a little different. Sorry for that gap in time. I think as I was doing the stretch, I felt a cramp in the back of my left leg. Caught me off guard. Nice job. All right, so we're now going to switch. So now my My left leg is going to be in front, so my left foot is on the ground and my right knee is on the floor. And again, pushing that hip forward. Feeling that stretch through the right side of that hip flexor, or again, where that bend is. You know, when we're sitting in our chair. Nice job. All right, so again, you could use your chair if you need to hang on to something, but my right hand is going to grab my right foot. And again, you could either stand and do a quad stretch. Otherwise, you're just grabbing your foot in that kneeling position. If you are at home and you feel like a pillow or a cushion might make this a little more tolerable on the knee that's on the ground, you could do so. Nice job. All right, so now we're going to move to our chair. So we're sitting on our chair, and I'm going to turn my chair towards you so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so we are going to cross that left ankle over that right knee, and my right foot is directly underneath that right knee, and we are going to lean forward, leaning into it, feeling that stretch within our glutes. So that leg that's up, that should be the side that you feel. And we're going to add a little bit of an interesting element. Nothing too crazy. All right, so my left hand is going to cross over towards the right side, but I'm still leaning into it. So my left hand is crossed over to my my right side. Nice job. All right, so now let's switch sides. So now my left foot is going to be on the ground, right underneath that left knee. I'm going to cross that right ankle over that left knee, and I'm going to lean forward. And if you want to feel that stretch a little more, you could just gently push on that knee just to feel it through that glute for that leg that's up. Nice job. So we're going to take that right hand, we're going to cross over towards the left side, again, just like we crossed our right leg. And now you're going to lean into it again. There is a little bit of a twist in that body towards that side, that left side. Nice job. All right. So the next one that we're going to do, still in our chair, sitting on the edge of our seats. Just be careful if you were on a chair with rollers. Extend that left leg to where it is completely straight. And so my right foot is on the ground. I'm going to pull my toe towards me, but that is completely optional if there's too much cramping in the back of that lower leg. Just lighten up on it or ease up on it. And so either reach for your calf, your ankle, or your toe. And try and keep your shoulders square to the floor. All right, let's do the other side. So again, now pulling that right toe towards you with that right leg straight. And again, you can ease up on pointing that toe towards you if you feel too much pull in the back of the leg. But do remember, this is a stretch break. Trying to get our body loose. Excellent job. All right, so sitting back into your chair, we're just going to do something a little different. So I want you to extend that left leg just out to where it's in front of you. It doesn't need to be straight out as long as it's off the ground. And I want you to roll your foot. So roll your left foot clockwise a few times. And now I want you to go counterclockwise a few times. Again, just getting some movement within those ankles. Excellent job. So now let's switch. So I'm going to extend my right leg, and I'm just going to go clockwise a few times. And counterclockwise a few times. Nice job. All right, putting those feet down. And now let's move into the chest. So your options for your chest, you can have your arms down behind you, sitting in your chair, and I just want you to stick your chest out. So I'm kind of grabbing the corner part of the chair that's kind of behind me, and I'm just sticking my chest out, something a little different versus the lifting the hands behind you or having those hands interlocked and the elbows behind or the hands behind your head situation. So again, sticking that chest out. And now I want you to cross your left arm over towards the right side. And again, sitting up tall, just feeling that stretch through the left side of your oblique or the side of your stomach. And now I want you to bring it back, and now crossing your right hand towards the left side. And again, sitting up tall, and now feeling that through the right side of the oblique or the side of your core. Nice job. All right. So for these next ones that I'm going to do, I'm going to come out of my chair. I don't want to always be sitting in my chair, especially if I'm always sitting generally while I'm at work. So I do like to come out of it and just, I'm going to kneel, and I'm just going to get that hip flexor for those hip flexors that bend in my hip. I'm going to take that piece out. All right, so let's do some next stuff. So chin to right shoulder. And from there, I want you to look up towards the ceiling. And then I want you to look down towards the ground, still having that chin towards the right shoulder. And then moving it back up towards the ceiling. One last and final time, down towards the ground. And now we're going to move chin over towards the left side. Just hold it there for a few moments. And the same thing that we did with the right side, we're going to look up. So still keeping that chin towards the left shoulder, and then look down. So feeling this stretch on the opposite side of the neck, then look back up. And then back down. One last time, back up. And back down. All right, so very similar to what we did with the whole rolling of the ankle, we're going to roll our head. So we're going to go neck circles or head circles. We're just going to make a few, going clockwise And then we're going to go opposite direction, rolling that head, making sure that we're going full range of motion, 365 degrees, or 360 degrees, not 365. I was thinking days of the year. All right, so a couple more really quick. So extend your left hand out in front or your left arm out in front. We'll just do a quick stretch of the arms. So we'll just do a simple bicep stretch. So again, that left hand is extended, that right hand is grabbing the left palm. And then we're going to move that left palm up onto our upper back like we're patting ourselves on the back for a good job. And I want you to pull that left shoulder or that left elbow towards the head, feeling that stretch through the back of the arm, your tricep. So the last and final stretch that we will do will be for this right side unless we're on your left. So just a quick stretch of that bicep. So extending that right arm out in front. The left hand is pulling onto the right palm. And then just like we did with the left hand, give your right hand an upper pat on the back. Grabbing that right elbow, stretching out through the back of the arm. Nice job, everyone. All right, so for tomorrow morning at 7:30, we have Yoga Sculpt. And then we've got Express Abs at noon, which is virtual. And then small group strength at 5 p.m., which is in person. All right, have a good day, everyone.